It's a marble masterpiece, one of the most famous buildings in the world. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is simply an impossibility, more like something you dream than something that can exist. For hundreds of years, the world has watched in amazement as the building defies gravity, teetering on a razor's edge.
It really is quite miraculous that it has not fallen over, and thank goodness it hasn't.
If the tower were to fall, no one would feel it more than the people of Pisa. For them, the tower is the heart of their city. It is what draws hundreds of thousands of tourists every year, each one anxious to give a helping hand. It really needs one. The Leaning Tower of Pisa can tumble in an instant. For 800 years, architects and engineers have been trying to fix the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Nearly every attempt has been disastrous, but somehow the tower has serenely survived. Today, the tower is in greater danger than ever. Its lean is so extreme that the Italian government has closed it to avoid a potential disaster. It's been more than 10 years since anyone has walked up its marble stairway, which leads to its stunning bell chamber. Until now. We will take a behind-the-scenes look inside the tower that's been locked off to the public for so long and climb to the top for a rare view of its breathtaking vistas. We'll examine the bizarre history of the 800-year effort to save the tower and introduce the current plan that some believe just may make the tower safe forever. That is, if it doesn't destroy it first. Today, the tower is in crisis. A patient in intensive care. 830 tons of lead have been added to hold down its north side. Steel bands cinch its waist. 340-foot-long cables are wrapped around it to prevent an impending catastrophe, while a group of international experts struggle to find a permanent solution. Michele Jamiolkowski, a geotechnical engineer, is the chairman of the current team to save the tower.
This is not an easy task. Not only me, but also other members of the committee became acquainted with the responsibility and with the risk which we are carrying with this task.
Their goal is to reduce the tower's lean by about 16 inches. This would take the tower out of danger, but keep it looking the same. After all, no one wants a straight Tower of Pisa.
We never considered straightening the tower because the inclination is part of its character. It's absolutely central to Pisa. So there are two unacceptable scenarios, really, aren't there? One would be a straight tower, but the other one would be one that fell over.
The common perception is that the tower is in danger of tipping over. In fact, that is only one of two perils that could reduce it to rubble.
One problem is the very well-known continuous increase of inclination, which was bringing the tower to falling over. And the second problem was the concern about the structural collapse.
The first problem, the tower's increasing slant, is due to the soft soil it is built on. Professor Carlo Vigiani is a member of the committee to save the tower. He has been studying the tower for over 35 years.
The leaning was by chance, probably because on the south side of the tower, the subsoil was weaker than the north side. And once it started to lean from that side, then the weight is going on that side, and the thing is continuously increasing.
By 1990, the tower was leaning at an astounding 5.5 degrees, or 17 feet off the perpendicular. It literally defies the laws of physics. Committee member John Berlin is a professor of soil mechanics.
I think it's miraculous. I mean, when we came here in 1990, we couldn't get it to stand up on our computer. It's leaning at 5.5 degrees. We could only get our computer tower to lean at 5.44 degrees, and then it used to fall over. So it really is quite miraculous that it has not fallen over.
The tower isn't just in danger of falling, it can collapse under its own weight. Part of the problem stems from its structure. Although the tower appears solid, it's actually